All right, hello everybody, and welcome back on YouTube. Back for Game 2 of this doubleheader Boulder Collegians baseball down in Parker at Chaparral High School today. Here for Game 2 against the Colorado Rogue Collegians, picking up a 4-2 win in Game number 1. Win improved the Collegians to 15-4-1 on the year. Loss for the Rogue drops them back to 500 at 6-6. So the Rogue looking to get the split and get back above 500 here in Game 2. Collegians looking to stay in first place in the Mile High Collegiate Baseball League. The first pitch of the game looks like it skipped in and gets Hunter Hirayama on the leg. Hirayama, who was talking about how his legs were a little tired before the game, that may not help the cause, as he is hit with the pitch. But a leadoff base runner for the Collegians. A good start to Game 2. Pitcher for the Rogue in this one is the lefty Nick Misuk, as Matt Graff, the two-hole hitter for the Collegians, squares around a bunt, pulls it back, and that is ball 1. Graff 1 for 3 in Game 1. Couple of RBIs, one on a single and one on a sac fly. So productive day at the plate. Was doing the designated hitting in Game 1 for Boulder, but is going to be out at first base for this one. Next pitch from Misuk is down low and through to the backstop. Hirayama is going to take second on the wild pitch. So here with nobody out, Collegians get a runner in scoring position, looking to jump ahead with an early lead on the Colorado Rogue. Next pitch now from Misuk. That one is in there for a strike. First strike of the day for Nick Misuk. See if that gets the confidence going a little bit. Graff still ahead in this one, with the base open down at first. Graff swings through that one upstairs. Good pitch from Misuk, and that one is in there for strike 2. Two-strike pitch now from Misuk. Hirayama goes. That one's in there, called strike 3. Throw down to third is not in time. Skips away from the third baseman. Hirayama's going to head home, and he is going to score. So Graff is rung up on strikes, but Hunter Hirayama steals third and gets home on the bobble down at third. And the Collegians jump ahead early in this one, 1-0. Jackson Bryant, the third baseman, steps in, hitting in the 3-hole for the Collegians. Nobody on and 1 out already with this 1-0 lead. First pitch from Misuk was way outside. Next pitch is a little upstairs, 2-0 now to Bryant. Bryant 1 for 3 in the last game, was hit by a pitch and also singled after not playing on Thursday. He's back in the lineup. He swings through a fastball from Misuk, blown right by him. Good pitch there, and the count is 2-1. 2-1 down low. And that is ball 3. So 3-1 to Jackson Bryant. That one is in there. Good pitch by Masuk. Here's the full count pitch. That one's in there. Strike 3 call. Good breaking ball from Nick Masuk. And a couple of strikeouts now. I have 2 outs here in the top of the first for the Collegians. First pitch now to the cleanup man, Luke Pemberton, fouled off. Pemberton 0 for 3 with a walk back in Game 1. Was visibly frustrated when he grounded out in his last at-bat. So let's see if he can get in the hit column today, as that one misses way outside from Masuk. Masuk with that lefty three-quarter delivery. Has just lost control of a couple of fastballs so far, but nothing major, giving up the 1 run. But a couple of Ks as well for Masuk. Next pitch to Pemberton outside as well. And the count is 2-1 now to Luke Pemberton. Pemberton out in center. A little bit of a reshuffling of the lineup for Tony Rucco and the Collegians here in game number 2. Nico Hartojo is the starting pitcher today. He's on deck, will be hitting in the 5-hole, two-way player. Pemberton moves from right to center with Cole Luckey on the bench, Himrick from left to right, and Braden Thompson is reinserted in left after being pulled from the first game just a few innings in. Pemberton fouls that one back. Count full now to Luke Pemberton here with 2 outs. Payoff pitch is sent out into right. That one is going to just drift foul. Good 2-strike swing there from Pemberton, but we'll have to step back in and see another one. Payoff pitch is outside for ball 4, so Pemberton, great at-bat there, draws the walk with 2 outs. And that'll bring in the pitcher now, Nico Hartojo. Hartojo got 3 ABs in the first game. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch as he takes ball 1 down low. Here with 2 outs and the runner on. Collegians already leading 1-0. Hunter Hirayama hit by a pitch on the first pitch of the game. Came around to score. .1-0 from Masuk is sent out into right and deep. Right fielder moving back, and it's over his head and off the wall. Pemberton rounding third. He's going to head home. Hartojo stops at second. And there is no play at home, so a big-time swing from the starting pitcher, Nico Hartojo. It's a 2-out RBI double. And the Collegians lead now 2-0 in the top of the first. And the pitching coach for the Rogue now going to come out and have a word with Nick Masuk. All right, back now. Runner on second with 2 outs. And the second baseman, Gavin Acosta, in. Acosta 1 for 4 in game 1. But had a big base hit in the 6th. That helped start the Collegians' rally late. Masuk takes a long look at Hartojo, goes home, and misses down low for ball. 2-0 to Gavin Acosta. Braden Thompson, the left fielder, is on deck for the Collegians. Next pitch from Masuk misses as well, so Acosta ahead now, 3-0. Can't imagine he'd be swinging here. 3-0. He is not. Ball finds the zone. Strike 1. Good pitch from Masuk to get back into this count. Three 1 now. That one is outside, and Acosta draws the walk. And he is the second man on here with 2 outs as Braden Thompson steps up to the plate. First pitch breaking ball to Thompson. Good pitch from Masuk. Drops into the zone. Strike 1. Thompson saw just 1 at bat. Struck out in the 2nd. Breaking ball misses outside. Thompson was pulled in favor of Hartojo after the 2nd inning, after the strikeout, and had 1 fielding error over at first. But back in the lineup in left here for game 2, and a chance to drive in the Collegians' 3rd run here in the top of the 1st, as Masuk misses outside. Two 1 now to Thompson. Thompson swings through that one. Good fastball from Nick Masuk, and he's back even 2-2. Here's the 2-2. That one is inside. Count is full now to the Boulder left fielder. Thompson, a Colorado native, Arvada, Colorado, playing at Feather River College. Here is the payoff pitch to him. And he checks the swing, but it is a called strike 3. Thompson is down on strikes. And the inning is over, but not before the Collegians get 2 across in the top half of the 1st. And they take a 2-0 lead as they take the field for the first time here in Game 2. All right, welcome back, everyone. Bottom half of the first. Collegians already building a 2-0 lead here in this one. Looking for the sweep of the Colorado Rogue this afternoon. Nico Hartojo, as I mentioned before, two-way player, is going to be the starter for Game 2. First pitch from him to Alex Alva's grounded over to second. Acosta throws to first for out number 1. So Hartojo wasting no time. And that will bring up the center fielder, Christian Altamirano. 2 for 4 in Game 1, tripled and singled. Looking to get something started for the Rogue. First pitch fouled back by Altamirano. Next pitch from Hartojo is upstairs for ball 1. First ball of the day for Hartojo, just 3 pitches in. And misses with that one inside, so 2-1 now. Fourth start of the season for Hartojo. 5th appearance overall. Made 1 appearance out of the pen back on the 24th against the Colorado Lumberjacks. Has thrown 10 1/3 innings and has been excellent, only giving up 5 hits, no runs, and has 13 strikeouts. Comes home with this one, and he misses again, so Altamirano gets the free pass here with 1 out. And the speedy outfielder will head down to first with the DH James Lawrence up next. Lawrence 1 for 2 in Game 1, pardon me. As Hartojo misses to Lawrence, ball 1 down low. Lawrence struck out, singled, and was hit by a pitch. Chance here with Altamirano on first. Hartojo keeping a close eye on him right now. Stays put here, but misses with ball 2. Hartojo misses upstairs again, and Lawrence ahead now 3-0. Good at bat so far from the Rogue designated hitter. And the first baseman, Will Johansson, is the cleanup man on deck. (3-0) from Hartojo. Swung on and missed. Green light for Lawrence. Takes a big cut, but can't find it. 3-1. That one is down low, and that is ball 4. So a couple of walks in a row now after the first out. And pitching coach Mark Knudsen is going to have a word with Hartojo on the bump now. All right, back now, Nico Hartojo to face Will Johansson. Johansson 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in Game 1, so looking for a much better time here in the second game of this doubleheader. First pitch is fouled off the plate for strike one. Looked like just a little dribbler back to Hartojo on the mound, but foul says both umps. Next pitch from Hartojo, swung on and missed. Big fastball there from the Boulder right-hander. And the count is 0-2. Common theme of Will Johansson's day so far. Here's the 2-strike pitch from Hartojo. That one is in there. Strike 3 called. Will Johansson down on strikes again, and a big second out for Nico Hartojo and the Collegians here in the bottom of the first. Third baseman Alex Upton is the next man in here with 2 outs. RBI chance with the runners on first and second. Base hit will certainly score Altamirano from second the way that he runs. And Upton fouls off the first pitch from Hartojo. Upton out of the lineup for game one. So first plate appearance of the day for him. And Hartojo hits him. So the 0-1 Upton gets the free pass, and the bases are loaded now. For the Rogue with the left fielder Elijah Borjas. In with a chance to tie this one up with a hit. First pitch to Borjas is popped foul over the backstop, straight back. Pitch was way upstairs, but Borjas offered anyway. Next pitch from Hartojo, 0-1. That one swung on and missed, strike 2, so a good start to this AB. Pressure AB for Nico Hartojo. That one swung on. That ball was way upstairs as well. Nice swing by Borjas to get a bat on it. And he stays alive, down 0-2. From Hartojo. That one over the head of Borjas, and it skips away. And Altamirano is going to come in to score on the wild pitch. Got away from the new emergency catcher Armstrong. In for Sergio Solis, who is dealing with some swelling in his left hand right now. Said between games that he can't grip a bat currently. So Armstrong in to do the emergency catching for the Collegians. And the Collegians lead now cut in half, 2-1. That pitch from Borjas with 2 strikes lined over to second. Gavin Acosta right there, doesn't have to move, makes the catch. So the Rogue get 1 across here in the bottom of the first. And they cut the Boulder lead in half, 2-1 heading into the second. All right, time for the Collegians half of the second. 8-9-1 coming up for Boulder, starting off with the right fielder, Hank Hemrick. The bat of Hank Hemrick was the difference in game number 1. His 2-run homer in the 6th gave the Collegians a lead that they never relinquished, as he takes the first pitch and pops it up softly over to third. Upton makes the grab, and on the first pitch, Hemrick is retired with the line out. So that will bring up the emergency catcher Armstrong now. New addition to the Collegians roster, not even on the official roster yet, but doing the catching for Sergio Solis here in game 2. And his first AB of the season starts off with ball 1 down low. Masuk misses with ball 2, low and away. Masuk struck out 3 back in the first, but had some issues with control. Hit Hirayama to lead it off, and then gave up 2 more walks. And he misses again, 3-0 to the lefty Armstrong. Next pitch, that one is in there from Masuk, strike 1. Good pitch there to get back in the count. That one in there as well. Armstrong had already thrown the bat. He thought it was ball 4. But instead, the count is full. Masuk, good spot there, battling back into this one. Here is the 3-2 pitch. That one is ball 4. Just misses inside, and Armstrong's got the free pass down at first. So the lineup flips over now with 1 out and 1 on for Hunter Hirayama, stepping in, hit by a pitch and scored a run in the first. As he digs in here with Nick Masuk working out of the stretch. Hirayama lays down a bunt down the first base line. Great bunt by Hirayama. No play at second. Hirayama is retired at first, but he moves the runner into scoring position here with 2 outs. So that'll bring in Matt Graff, number 27 now. Single will score a run here with 2 outs. Collegians still leading 2-1 over the Colorado Rogue early on here in the second game of this doubleheader. First pitch from Masuk to Graff is in there, strike 1. Graff with no interest in that one. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back, so Graff behind 0-2 as he steps out and takes a deep breath. To Graff is swung on and fouled off. Good swing there from Graff. Just gets a bat on it, stays alive. Here's another 0-2 from Nick Masuk. And he misses outside, ball 1. Armstrong with a pretty decent lead over at second. Next pitch from Masuk is sent hard out into right, but the right fielder, Borjas, takes a couple steps back, and he is under it for out number 3. So Masuk gives up the 1 walk, but no trouble, and the Rogue still trail the Boulder Collegians 2-1 in the middle of the second. All right, Rogue half of the second now. Elias Borjas, the right fielder, will lead it off, hitting in the order directly after his brother Elijah. Borjas did not play in Game 1, so first appearance of the day right here as he fouls off the first pitch fastball from Nico Hartojo. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Rogue. Joseph Quintana, the shortstop, on deck, and Jesse Conrad, the catcher, is in the hole. Hartojo still protecting that 2-1 Boulder lead. Borjas fouls that one out of play as well. So 0-2 quickly now to the Rogue right fielder. Here's the 0-2 from Hartojo. Upstairs fastball for ball 1. One, 2 now. That one's popped up by Borjas. Over by the Rogue dugout, but that's going to get out of play as well. So Borjas still in this one. Still down 1-2. Here to lead off this bottom half of the second. Another 1-2 coming now from Nico Hartojo. That one misses as well, so 2-2 now. Close pitch there from Hartojo. Good spot ahead in the count. And a good eye from Borjas to lay off. Breaking ball from Hartojo misses up and in. And the count's full now, 3-2. First batter here in the bottom of the second. Full count. Here is the pitch. That one swung on, grounded over by short. Backhand stopped by Hirayama, and a long throw in time to get him. Nice play out in the hole by Hunter Hirayama. And the Collegians have their first out here in the bottom of the second. So 1 out and nobody on as the shortstop, Joseph Quintana, steps in. That one is in there. Fastball upstairs, but called strike, says the home plate ump. Good fastball there from Hartojo. And now the 0-1. That one's in there. Quintana way behind that fastball. And Quintana behind 0-2 now in a blink. Fastball upstairs fouled off by Quintana. Rogue biting a lot on the high fastball. Getting a lot of cuts at that pitch. They were back in the first game as well. Whether it was Troy Benko or Spy Turnbow or Trevor Mock. And now the same with Nico Hartojo, who comes home with another 0-2. That one upstairs. Check swing by Quintana, 1-2. Another good swing by Quintana to stay alive. Another foul ball. Rogue working the count well here on Hartojo early. Already pretty high pitch count for the Boulder right-hander. Another 1-2 here. That one upstairs, 2-2. Here's the 2-2 from Hartojo. That one swung on and fouled back by Quintana. And an excellent AB here for the Rogue shortstop. Breaking ball from Hartojo misses up and in, and the count is full. Hartojo was ahead 0-2. Quintana has fouled off 3 strikes since then. And taken 3 balls. Here comes pitch number 9. And it's down and away. So an excellent at bat from Joseph Quintana, who draws the 1-out walk. And the tying run is aboard for the Rogue. Hitting ninth for the Rogue is the catcher Jesse Conrad, who takes strike 1 from Hartojo. Count even now as Conrad takes a ball low and away. And the count's 1-1. Keeping an eye on Quintana over at first, as is Hartojo. Not a huge lead for Quintana. Hartojo to the slide step. He finds his own for strike 2 to Jesse Conrad. Hartojo misses just a bit upstairs with that one. Count is even now 2-2. Good eye from Conrad, laying off that high fastball that I had mentioned earlier. It's a good hard fastball from Nico Hartojo. See if he goes back to it here, 2-2. He does, and he gets the swing, but Conrad, a nice job to foul it off. So the count's still 2-2 now. Another foul ball by Conrad. Another fastball by Hartojo. That one in the zone. Conrad gets the bat on it and stays alive. They are making Hartojo throw a ton of pitches here in the first couple innings. Here with just one out in the bottom of the second. Hartojo comes home. Breaking ball. Strike 3 called. Great pitch by Nico Hartojo. His second strikeout of the game, and that is out number 2 here in the bottom of the second. Great job there by Hartojo, just peppering fastball, fastball, fastball. And then going to the off speed to fool Conrad. So the first pitch now to the leadoff man, Alex Alva, with 2 outs and the runner on first. Oh, and 1 to Alva after a nice breaking ball from Hartojo finds a zone. Here comes the 0-1. Runner goes. Alva pops it up. Over foul territory by third. Jackson Bryant makes the catch, and that is out number 3. So a good job by Nico Hartojo to get out of the inning after the 1-out walk, and the Boulder Collegians still lead 2-1 after 2. All right, Collegians half of the third. Here, still holding on to that 2-1 lead, looking to extend it here with the heart of the order coming up 3-4-5. Third baseman Jackson Bryant will lead it off. Struck out looking his first time up, and second time around facing the left-hander Nick Masuk. And the first pitch from Masuk gets Bryant, very similar to the hit by pitch on Hirayama. Fastball gets away and gets Bryant down on the lower leg. And the Collegians have the leadoff man on here in the third. So with 1 on and nobody out, Luke Pemberton will step in. And he will take strike 1 from Masuk in there. Good pitch by Nick Masuk. Pemberton walked and scored his first time up. Still looking for that first hit today as Masuk goes over to first, but Ryan is back. Next pitch from Masuk fouled off by Pemberton for strike 2. 0-2 coming now to Luke Pemberton. Bryant with a very small lead over at first. Understandable with the lefty on the mound. And Masuk will throw over. Bryant has to take just about a step and a half back in. .02 from Nick Masuk is just a bit outside, ball 1. One, 2 now from Masuk outside again, ball 2. Good AB from Pemberton developing here. Next pitch now, 2-2. Masuk takes a long look over at Bryant, and he's got him in a pickle. Bryant's going to just put his head down and go, and the first baseman makes a terrible throw over to second. So Jackson Bryant is bailed out on the throwing error from the first baseman, Will Johansson. Bryant was caught in a pickle, but he will happily take second base on the E3. Bryant started to go. Masuk threw over to first. But hey, the Collegians will take it. Runner on second with no outs now. 2-2 to Luke Pemberton. And Pemberton hits a high chopper right back to the pitcher. Masuk goes over to first. Bryant stays put, and that is out number 1. Not sure why Bryant stayed put there. Could have ran, it appeared, on that really high chopper by Luke Pemberton. But remains in scoring position with 1 out as Nico Hartojo steps in. Hartojo with a double in his first at bat. And he fouls off the breaking ball. Sat back on that one, just couldn't quite find the barrel. And it gets out of play for strike 1. Masuk takes a long look over at second and then throws a fastball back to the backstop. So Bryant is going to head to third on the wild pitch. And that changes the calculus here a little bit for Boulder. Anything in the outfield from Nico Hartojo likely scores Bryant from third and pushes that lead back to 3-1. Infield moves in now for the Rogue with the runner on third. And Masuk misses outside to Hartojo. 2-1 now to the Boulder starting pitcher, with the second baseman Gavin Acosta on deck. 1 out here still. Hartojo swings through that one. Big cut, just tips it back into the glove of Conrad. And the count's even 2-2 now. Two and two. Way outside, back to the backstop. Bryant is going to head home. It's going to be a close play. And the catcher Conrad doesn't flip it to Masuk, and Bryant slides into home on the wild pitch. So the Collegians lead 3-1 with no play at the plate. And the count is full now to Nico Hartojo with nobody on. Payoff pitch from Masuk is swung on and missed by Hartojo. Nice fastball from Masuk there. And that's out number 2 here in the top of the third. So 2 outs and the base is empty for Gavin Acosta now, who walked his first time up against Masuk. First pitch breaking ball finds the zone. Good spot from Masuk, just up and in. 0-1 now to the second baseman. Next pitch down low from Masuk, so the count evens 1-1. Half-hearted breaking ball there. That one grounded into the hole and scoots into right for a base hit. So a single for Gavin Acosta. Takes a big round, but heads back to first. And a two-out base runner for the Collegians with one already across here in the third. And now the rogue manager, Jordan Serena, is out, and it looks like he's going to take the ball, and that might be it for Nick Masuk. That will be it for Nick Masuk, and we will have a pitching change here. All right, so the new pitcher for the Rogue is a familiar face for the Collegians, number 16, Andrew Hansen. Got the loss back in Game 1 after giving up the big fly to Hank Hemrick in the 6th. And he comes in here with 2 men down and Gavin Acosta over at first. And he misses with the first pitch, ball 1. Runner goes here, and that one is lined out towards the gap. And it's going to be down for a base hit, cut off by Borjas. Acosta will head for third. And it will be a 2-out single for the left fielder, Braden Thompson. So the runners are on first and third now as Hank Hemrick steps up. Homered off Hansen back in Game 1. Hemrick lined out to third his first time up here in this game. First pitch in there from Hansen for strike one on the outside part of the plate. That one down low, so the count evens 1-1 now to Himrick. Been a very long half inning. Long time on the bench for the pitcher Nico Hartojo, who did bat in this inning as Himrick grounds that one over to second. Alva goes to second. They try to turn the double play, but the inning is over. It was already 2 outs. So they get the force at second, and the inning ends. Boulder gets one across, extending their lead to 3-1 here through 2.5 innings. All right, time for the bottom of the third now. 2, 3, and 4 coming up for the Rogue. Center fielder Christian Altamirano will lead it off. He walked his first time up. And it will be the third inning of work for Nico Hartojo on the mound, protecting a 2-run lead as Boulder is ahead 3-1. First pitch breaking ball from Hartojo misses up and away. There is some action down in the Collegian bullpen. I can't tell who it is from back here, but someone is up and throwing as Hartojo's fastball finds the zone. But a lot of pitches for Hartojo so far. So this could be the final frame of work for him as Altamirano grounds one over to short, fielded by Hirayama, and thrown over to first for out number 1. The ever-reliable Hunter Hirayama out at short. Nice play to beat the speedy Christian Altamirano. And 1 out now, DH James Lawrence steps in. Lawrence also walked. Back in the first, up for his second plate appearance here. First pitch from Hartojo upstairs, ball 1. And Hartojo fastball swung on and foul tipped back into the mid of Armstrong. So 1-1 now to Lawrence. Next pitch is in there as well. Strike 2. Good pitch from Hartojo. Breaking ball just cannot get the snap on it, and it stays above the zone. 2-2. Here's the 2-2 now from Hartojo. Way upstairs with the fastball now. Count is full. A lot of 2-2s, a lot of full counts for the Rogues so far. Doing a nice job of working the count. Here with 1 out, here's the payoff pitch. And it's in there. Swing and a miss on a fastball right over the plate. Strike 3. Third strikeout for Hartojo, and there are 2 down. Now here in the bottom half of the third. So here with 2 outs is the first baseman, Will Johansson. As he swings through the first pitch, that's a strike. Oh, 1 now to Johansson. Is in there for strike 2. Oh, 2 now, 2 outs. Big chance here for Hartojo. And the fastball misses upstairs. Johansson lays off, 1-2. Two-strike pitch. Johansson ducks under it. Breaking ball lost control right at his head. And the count's 2-2. So another Rogue hitter that was down early in the count and has worked it back even. 2-2 to Johansson. Is upstairs again, so Johansson's worked the count full from 0-2 down. Full count pitch is in there. Strike 3 called, up in the zone. Johansson was headed to first, but no, sir. 5th strikeout in 5 at-bats for Will Johansson across the 2 games today. And Nico Hartojo with the 1-2-3 inning to keep that Collegians lead right where it is, 3-1 after 3. All right, time for the top of the 4th. Collegians up 3-1, 9-1-2 coming up for Boulder with the catcher Adrian Armstrong, the first to hit. First game of the year for Armstrong. Here in place of the semi-injured Sergio Solis. Armstrong walked his first time up, and he takes a couple of fastballs, 1 for a ball and 1 for a strike, and the count's even. Next pitch from Hansen, that one's in there as well. And 1-2 now to the Collegians catcher. Infield shifted over against the lefty, Armstrong. He takes that one the other way, way up in the air. Foul territory behind third, and the third baseman, Upton, is under it, and that's out number 1. So 1 down now as the lineup flips over for Boulder. Hunter Hirayama in. 0 for 1, hit by a pitch back in the first. And in to face Hansen for the first time here in game number 2. First pitch grounded over to short, fielded on the run by Quintana. Throw over to first. Nice play by Joseph Quintana. And Hirayama is quickly retired for out number 2. So 2 outs quickly now, and Matt Graff is in for Boulder. It is 0 for 2 here in the second game of this doubleheader. And the first pitch from Hansen in there for a strike. So a spotty first inning of work from Andrew Hansen, but settling into this second inning nicely. Misses upstairs with that fastball, and the count's even 1 apiece. Swing and a miss from Graff on the fastball down low, and it's 1-2. And strike 3 called. Good fastball from Andrew Hansen and a very quick top of the 4th. 1-2-3 for Andrew Hansen, and the Collegians' lead remains 3-1 through 3.5. All right, time now for the bottom of the 4th. Rogue still looking to cut into that 3-1 deficit. Here with the third baseman Alex Upton in to lead it off. New pitcher for the Collegians as Upton fouls off the first pitch is number 15, C.J. Pino. Pino making his 7th appearance out of the bullpen of the season and has been absolutely stellar. One of the top arms out of the pen for Tony Rucco and the Collegians. has thrown 9 2/3 innings in his previous 6 appearances and has only given up 4 hits, 1 walk, and yet to give up a run, as he finds his own with strike 2 right there. So Pino looking to continue his excellent campaign here and hold on to this lead for Boulder. Nico Hartojo exits after 3 innings, struck out 4, gave up 1 run. Solid outing for Hartojo overall. Did not give up a hit, but 3 walks and a hit by pitch. And Pino misses down low, so the count's full. 3-2. Full count pitch, grounded right back up the middle. Acosta makes the play over at second. Excellent play at first as well by Matt Graff. Throw from Acosta on the run was a little bit offline, but Graff makes the snag and applies the tag. And that is out number 1. What a play by Graff over at first. Great job by Acosta as well, getting to that ball. Hard hit back up the middle. And now the umps are going to talk about it, I believe. Home plate ump may have saw something different than the field ump. And it looks like they are going to call Alex Upton safe down at first. After originally calling him out, they discuss and they overturn it. So the leadoff man is on for the Rogue. And the tying run is at the plate, Elijah Borjas. Pino, a lot of off-speed pitches, is a great ground ball pitcher, so the double play is on the table here as he misses with ball 1 down low to Borjas. Borjas lined out to second his first time up as Pino throws over to first, but Upton is back in time. And Pino misses down low again, so 2-0 now to Elijah Borjas. That last play is going to go down as an E4 for the offline throw. And Borjas pops that one up behind short. Hirayama takes a couple steps back, and he's under it to make the catch. Out number 1. Big first out there for C.J. Pino as Elias Borjas, the right fielder, will step in. First pitch from Pino is in there, strike 1. Great breaking ball there from C.J. Pino. Oh, 1 now. Swing and a miss. Borjas way out in front of that one. Slow ball down in the dirt, and Pino ahead 0-2 to Elias Borjas. Next pitch is swung on. Swing is checked. And Borjas successfully checks the swing, says the field ump. So the count's 1-2. Pino does go over to first now. Graff tried to bluff like it went by him. Seen Graff do all kinds of stuff on the pickoff moves over there at first. Tried a hidden ball trick last time out. So still 1-2. One out, runner on first. 1-2 from Pino. That one swung on and missed. Borjas fishing at that one. No drop third with the runner on first. And it is the first strikeout of the day for C.J. Pino, and we've got 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. So Joseph Quintana, the shortstop, steps in, walked his first time up. Quintana was 0 for 2 in game number 1, so still yet to get a hit today, but has reached twice, and he swings way out in front of another off-speed pitch by Pino. That's strike 1. Pino will go over to first now just to check on Upton. Here, 0-1 on Quintana. And 0-2 now. Quintana takes a huge swing but whiffs again. C.J. Pino, as he usually does, fooling this rogue lineup with his off-speed stuff. Here's the 0-2. That one down in the dirt. Quintana checks, but lays off for ball 1. Now Quintana fouls that one back, so a good swing. Quintana worked an extremely long at bat his first time up against Hartojo to draw an impressive walk. And trying to do something similar here. 1-2. Here comes pitch number 5 of this at bat. And swing and a miss. Quintana is struck out. 2 straight strikeouts for C.J. Pino to get out of this 4th inning, and he keeps that Collegians lead right where it was, 3-1. All right, time for the top half of the 5th. Here at Chaparral High School, Collegians leading the Colorado Rogue 3-1 and looking for the sweep here in this Saturday afternoon doubleheader. Part of the order up for the Collegians here in the 5th, Jackson Bryant to lead it off, the 3rd baseman. First pitch to Bryant is a strike. Next pitch from Next pitch was over the head of Bryant. He ducked under it and it hit something. Or maybe it was Bryant's bat hitting his helmet. Umps will discuss now. Foul ball was the call on the field, but I don't think that hit Jackson Bryant's bat. They will stick with the foul ball call. It is 1-1. Oh no, they will. So they'll stick with the foul ball. The count is 0-2 now to Jackson Bryant after the first pitch strike. Bryant insisting that it didn't hit his bat. And he swings and misses at strike 3. So a 3-pitch strikeout for Andrew Hansen to get this one started here in the 5th. And that will bring in Luke Pemberton. First pitch breaking ball finds the zone from Hansen. And Pemberton swings and misses at that one. So a quick start to this one for Andrew Hansen. Next pitch swung on and missed. That is strike 3, and Luke Pemberton is retired. So 6 straight strikes for Andrew Hansen, and Nico Hartojo steps in now. First pitch to Hartojo, that's in there. Counts 0-1 now. And there's 7. Hansen working very quickly now. And he misses low and away, so the bid for the immaculate inning ends. But still a great start for Andrew Hansen. 1-1 to Hartojo, 2 outs already. And Hartojo's going to send that one deep out to center. Center fielder Altamirano moving back, and it's gone. Nico Hartojo drives one out to center field and over the fence for a home run. Solo shot by Hartojo gives the Collegians a 4-1 lead. And how about the day for Nico Hartojo, in line for the win as the starter, and gives himself a little insurance with the big fly here in the 5th. Big time swing from Hartojo, and Gavin Acosta steps in now with nobody on and 2 outs. He lays down a bunt, a really good bunt, barehanded by the third baseman Upton, but not even close to in time to get Acosta, who is on with an infield hit. Excellent bunt right down the line in the grass by Acosta. No chance to get him. It was a nice bare hand grab and throw by Alex Upton, but the speedy Acosta had it beat easily. So it'll be Braden Thompson now, the left fielder. 1 for 2 here in this one. Collegians leading 4-1. First pitch from Hansen is in there for strike 1. Another pitch now from Hansen, fouled back by Thompson, and the count is now 0-2. Runner goes here on 0-2. Thompson lines that one into right center down for a base hit, cut off by Borjas. Acosta gets the stop sign over at third, but it's a 2-out single for Braden Thompson. And the Collegians in business now. Hank Hemrick, the next man in for Boulder. here with 2 outs. Runners are on the corners. First pitch from Hansen swung on and missed by Hemrick. Good breaking ball from the righty there. Next pitch grounded over to second. Alva will field. He will throw over to first, and that is out number 3. So the Collegians get 1 across on the bomb by Nico Hartojo. Their lead's up to 4-1 now in the middle of the 5th. All right, bottom of the 5th, Rogue are back at the plate to face CJ Pino for a second inning now. Be 9-1-2 for the Rogue. Jesse Conrad, the catcher, to lead it off. 0 for 1 with a strikeout so far today, and he takes strike 1 from Pino. Next pitch from Pino, that one's low and away for a ball. So the count even, 1-1 now to Jesse Conrad. San Francisco native CJ Pino looking to continue his stellar season here as he gets the ground ball. Hirayama fields on the run. He throws, and that's out number 1. Great play by Hunter Hirayama. And there's 1 down here in the 5th. Top of the order now for the Rogue, Alex Alva, the second baseman. Alva, 3 hits in game number 1, was 3 for 4. Excellent day at the plate. 0 for 2 start here in this one. And he pops that one behind third, foul territory. Jackson Bryant running back, but cannot make the Willie Mays-esque basket catch over the shoulders. And it's a foul ball for strike 1. One to Alva now. Rogue running out of time to get something going. 3-run deficit here as Pino misses down low for ball 2. That one is sent high out to right field. Hemrick is moving back, but he has got room, and he's under it to make the catch for out number 2. Alva just about squared that one up, barely got under it. And Hemrick's got a little bit of room in front of the track to make the catch. So 2 outs now with Christian Altamirano, the center fielder, stepping in. Looks as if this may be Pino's last inning. There is an arm warming in that Boulder bullpen, as Pino misses with ball 1 down low to Altamirano. Altamirano 0 for 1 with a walk here in this game. And he takes ball 2 upstairs, so a good start to the AB for the rogue center fielder, ahead 2-0. That one is chopped foul down the first base line by Altamirano. Strike 1. Was way out in front of the off speed, like many of his teammates have been, from Pino. Two one is up and away. That's ball 3. Three one. That one's in there. Strike 2. Count is full. And strike 3 called on Altamirano. The breaking ball fooled him. And that is strike 3, so a 1-2-3 inning from C.J. Pino, and the Collegians' lead after 5 is 4-1. All right, Collegians half of the 6th, trying to extend a 4-1 lead over the Colorado Rogue here. 9-1-2 up for Boulder. Catcher Adrian Armstrong will be the first one in. He's 0 for 1 here in his first appearance of the season. Did draw a walk back in the second. And he swings and misses at the first pitch from Hansen. Strike 1. That one down low. Almost got him on the foot, but scoots out of the way, so count even 1-1. Top of the order. Coming up for Boulder, Hunter Hirayama on deck, Matt Graff in the hole. And then the 3-4-5 hitters are after that. So an opportunity to extend the lead here, as that fastball's outside from Another one, same spot outside. Good eye from Armstrong, and the count's 3-1. Infield shifted over slightly here to the lefty Armstrong. Same spot 3 pitches in a row, but all 3 called balls, and Armstrong awarded first base. So the leadoff man is on for Boulder here in the 6th. And Hunter Hirayama will step in, as the courtesy runner will come in for Armstrong down at first. It will be number 3, Cash McNicholas. Hirayama 0 for 2 here in game 2. First pitch from Hansen, swung on and missed. Hirayama way behind the fastball on that one. So behind 0-1. I do not recall seeing McNicholas steal this year. And Hirayama takes that one right back up the middle for a base hit into center. So the Collegians with a good start to this one. The first 2 men are on a walk and a single, and Matt Graff comes up with 2 on and nobody out. Graff, couple of strikeouts, 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts and a flyout here in this game. So an uncharacteristically off day for Graff. Doesn't strike out a whole lot. And he squares around a bunt but pulls it back and takes ball 1. And now the catcher, Conrad, will have a word with Hansen on the bump. This one in danger of getting out of hand here. Collegians 3-run lead. 2 men on, nobody out. And the heart of this Boulder order coming up. Graff swings and misses. Good pitch from Hansen there, so 1-1 to the Boulder first baseman. Graff squares around a bunt again, and he lays it down, and it is a good one. The catcher, Conrad, grabs it, throws over to first, and it squirts out of the glove of the first baseman. Runners will keep going. McNicholas in to score. Hirayama into third. Graff on first safely. Was a really tough play for the catcher, Conrad. Made a low throw, and the first baseman, Joe Hansen, could not handle it. Collegians lead up to 5-1 now. And the runners are on the corners. Here with nobody out still. First pitch now to the third baseman, Jackson Bryan, outside for ball 1. And that one behind Bryant. Misses him back to the backstop. Runners will go. Hirayama is across to score easily. Graff into second. And now the Collegians lead is 6-1 with no outs. Starting to come apart here for the Rogue late in game 2. Have been very competitive all day against the first place Boulder Collegians. But the Collegians showing their mettle here late, pulling away. Next pitch to Bryant. That one's down low for a ball. Next pitch, that's in there for a strike. Good pitch from Hansen. Fastball inside part of the plate. Hansen goes home again. Swing and a miss by Bryant. Strike 2. So the count is 2-2 now to the Collegians' third baseman, pardon me. Bryant reached on a hit by pitch back in the third, but a couple of strikeouts other than that. Looking to get in the hit column and drive in this run from second as he swings and fouls one back. Here's the 2-2 coming from Hansen. Swing and a miss by Bryant. Third strikeout of the game for Jackson Bryant. And a very important first out for Andrew Hansen here. Luke Pemberton, the cleanup man, is in next with still the runner in scoring position. One down now in the inning. And Hansen throws behind Pemberton, and Graff will head to third. Graff was in Hansen's head there, was dancing around at second base. Hansen stared at him for a while before coming home. And missed wildly. So a couple of wild pitches here in this inning for Andrew Hansen. Infield moves in. Anything in the outfield will score Graff from third. And Pemberton checks a swing and fouls it off. Artojo on deck for the Collegians with Gavin Acosta in the hole. Now with a 5-run lead, threatening to become 6 quickly. And Artojo, who has already gone deep in this one, on deck. Next pitch from Hansen, grounded hard down the third base line, but foul. So 2 strikes now on Pemberton. One and 2 down in the dirt. Nice block by Conrad. Keeps it at his feet and keeps Graff from coming across to score. 2 and 2 now to Pemberton. Pemberton 0 for 2 with a walk and a run in this one. Struck out in the 5th. And he swings and he fouls off a breaking ball. So good AB for Luke Pemberton. Another 2-2 coming now to Luke Pemberton. Infield still in, just on the edge of the grass for the Rogue. And Pemberton rips that one right back up the middle for a base hit. Graff will come across to score, and the Collegians lead 7-1 now on the RBI single by Luke Pemberton. So a 3-run 6th here for Boulder after the 1-run 5th. And Nico Hartojo will step in with the runner on first and a 6-run Boulder lead. 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the 6th. And that one's over the head of Hartojo. Ducks under at ball 1. Couple of those now here in this 6th inning from Hansen, who appears a little rattled by the sudden injection of life into this Collegians lineup. Next pitch from Hansen, swung on and missed by Hartojo. Count even 1-1. 1-1, runner goes. Hartojo fouls that one off. Pemberton will have to head back as he dives into second. So 2 strikes now to Hartojo. Here's the 1-2 now from Hansen. Pemberton staying put this time. Hartojo sends that one high out into right. Borjas moving in, and he makes the catch on the run for out number 2. Nice play by the right fielder, Elias Borjas. And Gavin Acosta is in now. Acosta reached all 3 times up here in game number 2. Couple of hits and a walk. And he's in here with the Collegians up 7-1 in the 6th. That one misses up high from Hansen. Hansen will go over to first now to check on Pemberton. Nothing doing. Pemberton going now, and Conrad bobbles it a little bit, and Pemberton is in easily with the stolen base. Could have been a close play. Conrad had a little trouble with the transition. And now a runner in scoring position for Gavin Acosta. Next pitch from Hansen. Breaking ball in there. Good pitch. And it counts 2-1 now to Gavin Acosta. Next pitch from Hansen. That one's outside, 3-1. Swing and a miss by Acosta, 3-2. Big fastball there from Hansen. Excellent pitch to get back in the count. And here with 2 outs, Hansen 1 strike away from ending this top of the 6th. Ball inside, Acosta walks. So Acosta reaches for the 4th time today. 4th time here in game number 2. Also had a hit in game 1, so on base for the 5th time. And Braden Thompson steps in with 2 men on and a 6-run lead here with 2 outs. First pitch to Thompson in there, strike 1, inside part of the plate. Great fastball from Hansen. And that one hits Thompson, so the bases are loaded now. 3rd time on here in game 2 for Braden Thompson after a 2-hit day. Now gets the hit by pitch. And the rogue manager Jordan Serena has seen enough, and I think that's going to be it for Andrew Hansen on the bump. All right, back here with 2 outs in the top half of the 6th. Hank Hemrick is the next Collegian batter. Here with the bases loaded and a chance to really blow this thing open. Already ahead 7-1. New pitcher for the Rogue is number 12, Daniel Kaiser. Looking to get an out to get out of this thing. Infield is shifted over to the lefty Hemrick. Joseph Quintana, the shortstop, basically right behind second base. So 1-0 to Hemrick after the ball inside from Kaiser. Next pitch swung on and sent foul by Hemrick. Count even now, 1-1.
One ball, one strike.
Here's the 1-1 from Kaiser now. That one's outside, 2-1. Collegians very patient at the plate still. Catcher Adrian Armstrong is on deck. That one swung on and missed by Hemrick, so the count 2-2 now to the big lefty. Here's the 2-2. Down low, ball 3, count full here with the bases loaded. One is walked in, and the Collegians have batted around here. As that is Pemberton who comes across to score. And the Collegians' lead is 8-1 now with the bases loaded, and Adrian Armstrong, the catcher, in to hit. First pitch from Kaiser to Armstrong is in there for strike 1. Armstrong, a couple of walks so far today. Walked to lead off this 6th inning and scored. That one skips through, runner coming home. And Acosta will score. So the runners advance on the wild pitch from Kaiser, and the Collegians lead 9-1 now. And it's starting to get ugly here in this 6th inning for the Rogue. A 5-spot put up by the Boulder Collegians thus far. Next pitch from Kaiser. Armstrong pops that one up, and it's going to get out of play, foul. So an 8-run lead for Boulder now, here in the 6th. With a couple of men on and in scoring position here with 2 outs. 2 strikes to Adrian Armstrong, the catcher. He swings through strike 3. So finally the Rogue are out of the inning, but not before the Collegians put up 5 runs, and their lead is now 9-1. All right, back for the bottom half of the sixth. Colorado Rogue coming up to the plate here with an 8-run deficit. They do have the heart of the order in, starting with the DH James Lawrence, who is 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout so far. New pitcher for the Collegians is Carter Swan, and looking to put the finishing touches on this doubleheader sweep for Boulder down in Parker against the Rogue this afternoon. 8th appearance out of the bullpen of the year for Carter Swan, as he finds a fastball there for a strike. Swan has been excellent. 10 innings, only 4 hits, and just 3 earned runs. So he has been rock solid with that hard fastball of his. Liner, leaping catch made by Kevin Acosta over at second. What a play by Acosta, and he steals a hit from James Lawrence for out number 1. First baseman Will Johansson is the next man in. Has struck out twice in this game, struck out 3 times in game number 1, so all 5 of his plate appearances today have resulted in him being retired on strikes. Swan misses with the first pitch there. One-0 from Swan. That one's outside as well. Barely handled by Armstrong. 2-0 to Johansson now. Must feel good for Will Johansson to be ahead in the count for a change today. He can start to pick his spots here, be aggressive. 2-0 from Swan. Fouled off by Johansson. Fastball inside. Next pitch from Swan. That one is sent out into right. Himrick moving back, but no trouble for the right fielder, and that's out number 2. Alex Upton, the third baseman, is in next for the Rogue. First pitch swung on and missed. Upton behind the fastball. Huge fastball from Swan up in the low 90s. Upton reached twice here in this one, but no hits so far. Reached on an E4 and a hit by pitch, as Swan misses with that one, so the count evens now 1-1. Swing and a miss at another fastball. Huge heater from Carter Swan. And he's on a roll now, ahead 1-2. Here's the 2-strike pitch from Swan. Just missed for a ball. 2-2. Great spot there by Swan. Thought he had him. Ump says no, and he will have to dig back into the rubber one more time at least. Gabriel Lopez throwing in the pen for the Collegians. Swan home with a 2-2 that misses. 3-2. And strike 3 called on the fastball. Big 1-2-3 inning from Carter Swan. And that is the ball game. The 8-run after 6 rule applies. And the Collegians win this one 9-1. Nico Hartojo picks up the win. And Nick Misuk gets the loss. So Collegians complete the sweep here at Chaparral High School. First game, a 4-2 win on the Back of the 2-run home run by Hank Hemrick in the 6th inning. 2nd inning, a much more thorough, dominant performance. Collegians winning that one 9-1. This loss drops the Rogue to 6-7 on the year. Moves the Collegians up to 16-4-1 and still in first place in Mile High Collegiate Baseball League play. We will be on All-Star break after this, so the Collegians are not back in action until Friday, July 7th, up in Fort Collins to take on the Fort Collins Force, who are in 2nd place, so that should be an excellent doubleheader. Until then, thank you everyone for tuning in. My name is Troy Finnegan, the play-by-play man here for the Boulder Collegians. We will see you on Friday for the blockbuster matchup between the Collegians and the Force. I hope everyone has a good and a safe 4th of July. And take care. We'll see you next time.